This video is going to focus on the long-term charts of the S&P Dow and the Nasdaq, and there's some real important numbers that I'm going to be mentioning. I'm looking at some clear-cut patterns in the S&P Dow and the Nasdaq right now, and I was looking at this in the past couple hours, just researching this. But I'm looking for an S&P. Is a perfect looking zigzag. It'd be 5 waves down from 1570 down to 1260, which is A wave. We got a B wave that rallied from 1260 to 1440, and now we're in the C wave. A C wave target, which if it's equal length to the A wave, the target as low as 1100 to 1120. That would be a perfect zigzag, 1100 to 1120. Remember those numbers. That would be a perfect zigzag. Anything beyond that would start at downward 3. But if the VIX gets into the mid 40s this week, which it might, I want to see more downside. I want to see like something cathartic, like quote unquote cathartic, because it is expiration week, and there was a bottom in September of 2001 that bottomed during expiration in September and started a huge rally. So this is the expiration week of September of 2008, and there's a chance that we could bottom this week. But the numbers I'm looking at right now that have to hold are 1100 to 1120 in the S&P. For the Dow, another chart just perfect. We have the A wave down. We started from around 14,250 down to 11,500. Got a B wave that rallied from 11,500 to 13,200, and now we're in the C wave. A C wave that's perfect if it's equal length to the A wave, a target as low as 10,200 to 10,400. And if it's perfect length, that would be the targets, but it's got to hold 10,200 to the downside. Again, if we get a VIX that goes into the mid 40s, then we could be looking at a bottom. But if we rally the next couple days, that would kind of like deflate the VIX. I want to see the VIX hit mid 40s. I want to see more fear like next couple days. For the Nasdaq, I want to see a C wave to the previous 4 around 2000 in the Nasdaq, 1950 to 2000 to the downside. That would be a zigzag. That would be to the previous 4. One thing I need to mention right now is S&P. This is real important. On the 6-month chart, if you count from 1440 to where we are now, there's exactly 85 Fibonacci days. And typically, from the top of B's, drops last 89 Fibonacci days. So on Friday, that would be day 87. And on Monday and Tuesday of next week, that would be day 89. So typically, like I said, downtrends last from top to bottom maximum of 89 Fibonacci days. And it's untypical or not typical if it goes beyond that. So next couple days, I want to see some serious downside action in the VIX in the 40s. The VIX is in mid 30s right now. It's at 36 and a quarter. And if we get a nice spike into the mid 40s, that would just be perfect. 89 Fibonacci days in S&P and a zigzag. So again, the targets to the downside for the S&P 3-year chart is 1120 to 1140. For the Dow, zigzag targets are 10,200, 10,400, or maybe even 10,000. Nasdaq, previous 4 targets around 1950 to 2000. This could be a very, very important video, so listen to this very carefully because we could be near a bottom. That's a wrap.